Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and in this video I'm going to quickly show you 3 creative ways that you can earn money from Google AdSense. So this is one of the more popular ways for people to start making money online as far as starting a business, starting a blog, starting a YouTube channel. There's a lot of different ways that you can get paid through AdSense, and if you don't know much about AdSense, is basically Google's platform for advertising. That's how they make a big chunk of their money. And what they do is they split the revenue with the people who get them the most traffic. So if you have a YouTube channel and you get, let's say you get 1 million views a month, and you can put ads on your channel, and then you can get once you've monetized the channel with ads, then you can get like 50% of whatever advertisers are paying when people see ads and they're on your videos. So you can do this with your blog as well, or any kind of website, and so you can combine the two in a lot of different ways. Most people do like a niche site, or a lot of people do like just a regular blog. But one creative way that a lot of people don't think to do is to use AdSense as a kind of notes resource for a YouTube channel or a podcast. So you can create a YouTube channel, and like for mine, for instance, and then you can post the notes, the things you talk about, the links that you mentioned, the people you mentioned, some summaries of what you talked about. You could even include your transcription of the video in the show notes page. So instead of a regular blog post where you're writing the whole thing, you're using, notes from your video or your podcast, which is the original piece of content. So for instance, if you went to selfmadesuccess.com, this is kind of the partner website of my YouTube channel, and you'll notice that I kind of cover some quick tips and resources that I recommend for people who watch the video. And you can also rewatch the video here by clicking that. You can share it if you want. You may see a couple of ads like this one up here. That's an AdSense ad, and you can see that basically the whole point of this is not to have a lot of stuff that was written creatively or anything like that. I'm not trying to tell a bunch of stories or write a full blog post. I'm just trying to give you the notes to get the most out of the video that is partnered with this blog post. Another person who does this with their podcast is Tim Ferriss. You may have heard of him. He's like a 4-time best-selling author and pretty well-known entrepreneur. He has the Tim Ferriss Show podcast. So like for instance, in this episode he interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger, and basically he'll put a place where you can listen to the entire episode. He'll have links to find it on other places, like you have a link to Stitcher, Overcast, iTunes, and then he'll have like a summary of the things they talk about. He'll have the sponsors. He'll have areas where they are brought to you by like Soothe, or they're brought to you by MeUndies and these other brands that sponsor the podcast. Then he'll talk about the links that help you get the most out of the episode, some notes, kind of where they talk about different things in different parts of the episode. But basically you can do stuff like this instead of full blog posts, and then just have ads on the side or in the top or something like that. So another example, Rich Roll, if you're into health and fitness podcasts, he does the same thing. He'll have somebody create a show notes page with related content, links that they talked about, and stuff like that. And then you can have ads like this one that monetize it for you. And the more traffic you get, not only are you getting traffic from YouTube, but you're getting traffic from ranking in Google. So you could end up, mass producing content and making a lot of money off AdSense, like entrepreneur.com, for instance. You see an ad here. If you go to any of their posts, for instance, you'll notice that you have ads usually at the top of the post and on the right side. So with AdSense, you could have an ad up here, you could have an ad pop up like that, and there's one on the right here, there's one on the top here between the header and the post, and then instead of a blog post, it would just be show notes. So if you want to do this, you'll probably need a website. You can use this page, which is at Start a Blog, that tab on my website, or you can use like Wix, where you can drag and drop a website, but just depends on what you want. If you want more customization, if you want a more business style platform, I would recommend WordPress, and this post will help you do that. And you can just go to videos and things like that, click edit, take some stuff from the description. You can take some stuff from the transcript that is automatically created for the video by YouTube. So you would go to subtitles and closed caption if you wanted to get the automatic English transcript for the thing, and then you could use Fiverr or something like that to have punctuation put in and use that as part of your show notes. There's a lot of different things you can do, but basically you use show notes for a podcast or YouTube episode. Number 2, embed a custom search engine on your site. So a custom search engine is when you basically go with Google. You can create a search engine by going to cse.google.com. Okay, so custom search. For if you were to go there, like I have a couple of them created right now, and it's free to do. So for instance, if you've gone to selfmadesuccess.com, you'll notice there's a search bar here. Okay, so it has a little search magnifying glass icon, and then you can click here and use the search icon. So if I wanted to search for a website or a link on my website about, let's say it's about social media, click search, and then it comes up with nothing but search results from selfmadesuccess.com about social media. You can also see that there are ads up here. That's how you make money from AdSense through a custom search engine. By having these ads, just like normal search results, you're basically creating your own search engine for your own website. So to do this, like I said, you go to cse.google.com. If you have Gmail already and you're signed in, you can see that whether you're signed in up there, and that will tell you whether or not you can go ahead and start doing that. You just need to be signed in. So let's go to the Self-Made Success one. That's the one I have on my website that I showed you. Then it allows you to create a name for it. You can put details of where the search results should come from. So for instance, I do it just for my website search results, because that's probably the best way to do it if you're just going to have it on your own website. And then you can have ads on it by clicking Make Money. And then it'll have your AdSense ID. You hook that up with your AdSense ID and all of that. And then you can get the code. So you get the code right here, and then you just embed it in your menu. Like I have mine embedded in my menu, as you can see here. I'll have the text in like a widget for the menu, or you can have it on like a page. Like if you go to Google, the regular page, it has just like the home page of Google. It's just like a search bar in the middle of the page, and that's it. So you could type in like NBA news or whatever you want to type in, for example, and usually you'll see ads and all kinds of stuff on there. So it looks like normal search results, and it, like I showed you, it basically just gives you another way of making an income. So there you go. Number 3, you can create a free app with ads. So if you're making an app, you don't have to necessarily sell the app, and you don't have to necessarily have in-app purchases to make good money. A few places that you can create a app without having to learn a bunch of coding is, one is AppyPie, which is a app creation program. You can create one for Android, iPhone, BlackBerry, Windows, Amazon, or all of the above. You just do a simple app that's like a game or something, and then make it free, and then it'll have like an ad at the bottom of the app on the phone or something like that. So appypie.com if you want to use an app creator tool. If you want to hire somebody to create it for you, I recommend Upwork, which is a really nice freelance site with a lot of traffic and a lot of freelancers. Lots of programmers are on here to create apps for you. Or if you want to learn how to create apps from scratch, I would recommend SoloLearn, which will teach you how to code for free. And what it does, I'll show you some screenshots. It allows you to learn any of the major coding languages like Python, Java, C++, etc. And then it allows you to, you can rank up your profile, you can try it as you go. They have a coding section at the end of each lesson. They have little quizzes that you take to make sure you understand what you're doing. They have little games you can play against other programmers, and you can use programming to beat them at these games. They have a place where you can ask questions in a community of other people using the app. So it's a really nice way to learn. I don't really know how they could even do it any better, and it's completely free. So if you want to learn programming, that's what you need to know to build an app. And as far as example apps that are free, that make money off of like Adsense and other ad platforms, you could go to Google Play or the iTunes App Store, go to apps, go to, let's say you were to go to top charts, and then you could go, especially to like free apps. If you went to free apps or top free games, typically the ones with ads are going to be like casino games, card games. Solitaire would be one that probably has ads on it. Usually like card games, maybe slot machine games, stuff like that. Usually they're pretty simple. Chess, that's another one. Board games, pool's another one. So those are the types of games that would have usually a free thing without any in-app purchases, and then they'll have ads, and that's the main thing that they have to make money. So then you would embed the code for your AdSense account in these apps. So that's it for this video. If you feel like you got something from it, if you feel like you learned about some interesting ways to use AdSense, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, if you want to let me know what you thought about the video, or add some other creative ways that maybe people haven't thought of to make money from AdSense besides just starting a YouTube channel or starting a blog or a niche site, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I know the watchers of this video would like to hear some more ideas. And I'll have the show notes, links, and related content to this video at one page for you at selfmadesuccess.com in the coming days, and I'll get a link to that page in the video description. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.